Welcome to Sports Top Stories, the new nightly podcast from Sports News for You. I'm going to look at the headlines of today. One of the bigger stories, freshman Jabari Parker leaves Duke to go to the NBA. Is he first round material? I believe that he is. It's up to where he goes in the draft. Is he the best player entering the draft? A lot of questions surrounding that. I think that he's definitely a top 5 pick. Um, there's guys up there like Andrew Wiggins. He's Andrew definitely has a shot at being number 1, but Jabari Parker, Julius Randles, and Andrew Wiggins were the most sought after freshmen and most talked about, and I think that all three of them have a shot at getting number 1. I don't think that Jabari is necessarily a number 1 pick, though. On to some other news. The New York Jets, they signed Chris Johnson, but now they're kind of concerned about his knee. They're not 100% sure that he will be able to last the whole NFL season. So that was kind of a risky move for the Jets. Now it's just kind of up to them to see what they're able to make out of it. Other big news, the NBA playoffs are getting ready to start. There was a little bit of concern for the Pacers about Andrew Bynum. Will he be able to play? He will be out in this first round matchup against the Hawks. A lot of people thought they brought in Andrew Bynum to be able to play against the Miami Heat. That's definitely a big factor. Assuming that they can make it that far, we saw their bench play last night. The Pacers are looking good heading into the NBA playoffs. Hockey playoffs start tonight. Some pretty good games. Flyers and Rangers, Blackhawks and Blues, kind of a regional matchup there. So it's Flyers and Rangers, a lot of rivalry, a lot of competition. Out in the West, the Wild and the Avalanche will play. The Kings and the Sharks will play. You can catch all this on NBCSN or CNBC. So that's happening tonight. All those games are happening this evening. NHL playoffs has to be the best part in any NHL action over all the year. Definitely the best to watch. And other big news from Kentucky, coming out of Kentucky, James Young declares for the draft. He's also a name up there. I think that he has potential. He's going to be a first round pick, I would say, but definitely a big loss for Kentucky. Now, Jordan Adams is going to stay with UCLA. Big gain for UCLA. They had a pretty good season, but this time they might be able to come back and play just a little bit better going into next season. I think that UCLA could be a factor in next year's Sweet 16, maybe even as far as Final Four. I think that they have a lot of potential, and the re-signing of Jordan Adams is definitely going to help them get to where they want to be. I thank you for listening. This has been the new nightly podcast, Sports Top Stories, presented by Sports News for You.